Good morning, everyone. I recently got a new Oracle deck, the Terrestrial Fauna Oracle deck, and it is beautiful. All of the cards in it are animals. So each card is a different animal. And at the back of the card is this beautiful tree. Trying to tilt that so you can see it. So I thought it would be fun to just do kind of a pick a card uh, for our group. And I think what I'm going to do today is draw three cards, number one, number two, and number three. And for everyone watching, as we go through just our little meditation before pulling the cards, see what card resonates with you, one, two, or three, which card you feel drawn towards. And that will be your reading for today. So as I shuffle, go ahead and take some deep, full breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth, grounding down into the earth, putting any anxieties or worries on pause just for this moment, just granting yourself this moment. And as you breathe, seeing if there's a number, one, two, or three, that really calls to you and resonates with you. All right, so for card number one, anyone who felt drawn towards one, we have the turtle. This is such a beautiful image. And the turtle represents a lot of staying power. There are some sea turtles and tortoises that they can live for 100 years. And they don't move quickly. No one's ever seen a turtle run, but they are slow and steady, and they don't rush into anything. They go slowly and work to understand first. And turtles also have so much to do in so many early creation cosmologies. In some cultures, for example, they believe that the earth is carried on the back of a giant tortoise. And so there's this sense of deep and abiding wisdom, not being caught up in the frenetic, kind of crazy day to day, but being able to take that big step back and view with the wisdom of the ages and the patience of the turtle, what is best for you, what is next for you in your life. So if number one is the card that resonated with you, see if there is some of this turtle energy you can pull out. Are there ways maybe it would be beneficial for you to step back and take a longer term view rather than getting caught in the frenetic details? I just love that image. I love all of the images in this deck. It's such a beautiful deck. Okay, and card number two, for those of you who felt drawn towards the number two, I love this one. We have the duck. Uh, and ducks are a very humble creature. They're one of the few creatures that you can see in cities. Um, for example, I live in Seattle, and there are always, after the rain, there will be duck pairs that are kind of hanging out in newly made puddles. Um, and they're very resilient, and they're very adaptable, and they're very loyal. Ducks often mate for life. And there's this sense of being okay with the humble and the what calls out to your soul rather than looking for the flashy thing, not necessarily going for the big car, the big promotion, the big house, but finding that joy and contentment in the day to day. A puddle that was created after the rain, um, or some bird seed that was scattered in a park. And this card also comes up to remind us of the importance of loyalty. We should never be just blindly loyal to anyone or anything, but there is a value, in our current world. we're kind of encouraged to, think about me first, my needs first. And the duck does remind us of the benefits and the joy and the long-term fulfillment that comes from being there for people, even when it's difficult, even when your life is busy and you don't have time, but really making others a priority and making relationships with significant others, children, friends, community members a priority. I also love in this image how there's kind of this beam of sun coming down on the duck. There really is this sense of the duck having found enlightenment in the contentment and peacefulness of the day to day. And card number 3, for those of you who felt called to the number 3, the dragonfly. The dragonfly is associated with a lot with magic, with intuition. Um, it is often found near water or moist places, but at the same time, its life is in the air, as a winged insect. And it helps us cross boundaries, elemental boundaries, or if we're feeling stuck in a certain mental pattern, we've got the same problem, we continue to kind of spin on it in our head and approach it the same way and just kind of get stuck on repeat. The dragonfly energy helps us break out of that, helps us think outside of the box, look for other perspectives, other tools to solve the problems in front of us. And because the dragonfly does have some magical connotations, there's that sense of maybe we can't see a way forward from a, purely practical perspective, but the dragonfly is here to remind us sometimes there is some magic in the world. Sometimes things will line up for you just right, and synchronicities will happen, and you'll see the universe working for you, and helping you move forward in ways that your logical brain is like, well, that's not likely to happen. And so the dragonfly also reminds you, as you take those first steps forward, trying to do something different, trying to think outside of the box, the universe often will open doors for you and create pathways where you didn't see a pathway before. Yeah, I just think they're such a magical looking creature as well. They feel very liminal. Um, yeah, there's something about all of these images I love so much. So thank you all so much. I hope you enjoyed our little Tarot Tuesday, even though this was more Oracle than Tarot. I hope everyone has a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and that the Pisces new moon energy wasn't too intense for everyone.